Coming up on Trendz this week, the Northwest Province showcases its splendor through a variety of outdoor thrilling activities. Young Soweto-based entrepreneur adds his flavor to the business of candle making. And we visit the southern part of KwaZulu-Natal to learn more about Amabhaca. But let's buckle up for an adventure in Rustenburg.
Location. 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 The Northwest Province is a tourist haven with breathtaking scenery and an ideal winter travel destination. Trendy travelers, your favorite travel bunny is on the move again. This time we are at Hunter's Rest in Rustenburg in search of adventure, luxurious travel, something that the whole family can do, nyana, and of course the best and trendy ways of doing winter. I can promise you right now, from mama, papa, the kids, even your pet will be so tired at the end of the day because there's so much to do. Come, I'll show you how to get it done. Keeping to the current demands of travelers, this establishment's adventure center is loaded with fun family activities to create those perfect holiday memories.
Okay, so we're going to start off on the archery first. There's your guide, Mr. Seller. He will do the safety talk and explain everything to you and show you exactly how it works. It's very easy. Yeah. All you do is have to aim at the target.
Okay, guys, this is our ball. Okay, archery is very easily. Please, when you do archery, first thing first, listen to the rules. If you don't listen to the rules, you'll always do a wrong thing. So, typical example, what is happening here? You don't face the target like this. You just turn sideways, first thing first. And this one is very easy to use. Just need to put your arrow through this hole, and then to aim, one arm out, and please don't put it straight, just bend it a little bit. Remember, when you pull the string, the string is going to hit you on your arm. So just bend it a little bit. It's going to be easy for you to do this. And then the other thing is to put your elbow up. Don't pull it like straightways, just pull it sideways.
In order to master the art of this sport, you have to aim and shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like any other sport, practice and a dash of luck will get you there. The outdoors call for a good old hike, and we did just that. Here is where our shooting skills were definitely put to the test.
So this is coming out.
Oh.
It's called paintball bullet. Okay, guys, with this is our gun. Please, first thing, safety first. Make sure that you don't aim sideways or high. Okay. Remember what goes up comes down.
Okay. Yeah. Yo, it's heavy, man. Be careful with you there.
My name is Chuck Norris. I am a wanted, very, very, very dangerous woman.
Guests are always spoiled for choice. We were treated to a quiet bike trip around the premises. Oliphant's Neck Mountains are just as majestic from every corner of the resort, and we found the right spot to take those snaps to complete the ride. From exploring the views at the bottom of the mountains to conquering the steep hill drives to the top of the hill, this was truly a journey with every mile.
Okay.
Woo! I love it.
Add the golden sunset and champagne, then you set for a sundowner.
Hunter's Rest was created already in 1968, and initially it was a caravan park, and only later did it start developing into the resort that it is today. But I think what we try to create is a magical escape for families as well as for business people to come here to the Magaliesberg and to Rustenburg and to experience this immense beauty, and it's literally only an hour and a half's drive from Johannesburg. We are standing at the viewing deck of the new resort Hunter's Rest, here in the Northwest Province in the beautiful city of Rustenburg. And as you can see, it is just an absolute magical place. We are also basically on the verge of the Gaswane Nature Reserve, so people can also come up here and see some wonderful sable and kudu and eland and quite a variety of wildlife. So the area of Rustenburg is of course very rich in history, and this very site, Olifantsnek, was one of the big battles during the Anglo-Boer War.
A perfect day out should always end with a signature cocktail by the bar. The signature cocktail dish was something out of the movies. As the night took full swing, the fireplace was where a good glass of wine and great conversation came together oh so seamlessly. Street dance is heading to South Africa. The Red Bull Street Dance Battle is giving dance gurus a chance to showcase their dancing chops. Street dance originates from the West End because the people of color did not have access to studios. Here in South Africa, we call that type of dance is bujo. And of course, we've adapted some of the dance moves from the West End, b-boying. Now today, we are going to be talking to young people about why they are so passionate about this particular type of dance and how they are using it to empower themselves. Pomaro, otherwise known as SB, is heading as Bujo Group in Soweto. The dancers are set to be part of the world competition that aims to set SA ablaze later in the year. Guys, abafana ba style. You guys look so cool. You make me feel so old. What are you guys called?
We called the tribe. The tribe SP is Pucha Bars here.
Okay. So you guys, are you telling me like this group consists of only 3 people?
Yeah, it consists of 3 people. These are the 3 members of the group.
How did you guys decide, King, we are going to form a dance group and it's just going to be our thing?
We decided this by connecting to each other, battling. Gahle from Kuma Betlin.
Yeah.
I met to speak, ang Betlila, ang telling kanjalo nami bengihlala ngihlangana nabo ema-performance nobobo, and that's when we met and sabona ukuthi hayi we can do a great team masonke plus esibhujweni yazayo bekuyithi kuphela bebakhona baba represent.
If you had to define Isbujo, how would you define it?
The word bujo on its own, it's like it was derived from a French word called bourgeoisie. So the word bourgeoisie simply means a middle class. So, but we're not about money and all that, but we about like a positive lifestyle. So in Bujo, it's about positive lifestyle. It's about loving good things, nice things. We inspired by good things, by lifestyle, like because it changed our life in a certain way because of we never like worked even like a 9-to-5 job. We always stick to it because of it always like fed us with so many things. Even when there was no gigs or something, we were able to be consistent and come back to our roots and rehearse even more and more. So that's when we saw a power of Bujo and the connection that it has. As much like as long as you're into it, and when you're living it, that's when nice things comes. That's why you see us like boma nice things attire. Not that we suppose equal and but ihambisana the movement yakona because of if we emphasize our moves looking good, the confidence comes from there. So yeah, that's where Bujo gives life and it's about good things as well.
So guys, are you saying that the way you dressed, it's the way you dance? Like you dance in your leather jacket and the cargo pants. So this is the attire veil.
It's Bujo. Salekelela masikanje. Like yambirana nenkulumo Yeah, man, umjayivo wakho wena. Like
It comes nice out of confidence. You know, after bathing, you know what I'm talking about. After bathing, you know, you look at yourself and you want to feel all the senses of your, you know, confidence and whatnot. So then imagine after feeling like that, then you go to a stage or you go do your thing and you go dance or something. All those movements come so clean, and like it's sort of like complimenting and appreciation of art at some extent. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, guys. Batlapile, bayashina, baperi, ready. Boys, please take it away. The dance group has since gained momentum through various collaborations with the beverage, and now they are shutting it down, Kasi style.
There's a lot of tranquility that one finds in the areas of Itopo and Mzimkhulu. Maybe that's why Amabata chose this area to settle. The story goes that Amabata came from the northern parts of KwaZulu-Natal and then eventually settled in areas that include the southern parts of KwaZulu-Natal, like Mzimkhulu, where I am today. It is Ilembe, that is King Shaka, who then named them Amabata, which means people who are in hiding.
Bebhacile inkosi uShaka eyayihlaba ngomkhonto kuyo yonke into eyenzeka nje ibumbuzulu kwakhona ukubaleka ke uma seyibalekile ke bahambe ukhalo olude ke behamba bebelwa nezimpi namanye amakhosi abawathola endleleni bawehlule baqoqa isizwe zamabhaca.
While having made the decision to leave the lands of the Zulu, some of the ways of the Zulu remained, like the style of house. In African cultures, round huts must be spaced out in a particular way, and they all have a particular meaning. At Nokita Lodge, they've modernized their round huts.
They come from when our forefathers, they were using mud huts, and not only for just them to live, but they were also is attached with the culture on them to communicate to our ancestors. That's where you go and to speak to them. And maybe on top of that, we have what we call inkulu in our culture, which is the elder son, where they build another hut which is looking like the one behind us, which is called the Intanga Yesoka in Zulu. So where even your mother is not even allowed to walk into that hut, because in there, that's where is the beginning of relationships, if I may put it like that, where we will have visitors, your girlfriends and stuff like this.
Mzimkhulu municipality, we've got Entsigeni Ecotourism, which is a cultural B&B with thatch roof. Everything is cultural about it.
I also hear that a homestead with this kind of setup would see many feasts and traditional ceremonies, dancing and singing being a part of it all.
Into yakhona kufanele sidlale. Into yakhona kufanele siyazi. Njengoba singaka njena nabancane babonela ukuthi sesingaphambili mangaba endaweni kuzoba nomcimbi kabani sihambe siye emzini othile socela indlu ngalesikhathi behlele egudulweni lapha besibukile nabo bayabona ukuthi ingoma into enjeni iculwa kanjeni ishaya ubani ukuze nabo bakhule beyazi.
Because livestock is a huge part of the ways of the people here, young men need to learn to ride horses and tame wild ones from a young age so they can be herders.
Kahle kahle angakaze ngiyuracer kodwa ngeke ngizwe ukuthi khona abaresa khona la endaweni. Khona kuthiwa ke enhlabeni ke abanye baye khona. Into engiyithanda kakhulu sisidwa nje sizilungele. Nawe uma ulungile naso silungile. Uma kuthi wena sikhohlakalela naso sokhohlakalela.
Over many decades, the language, cultures and ways of Amabata of Itopo and Mzimkhulu were disappearing because of being placed in what was Natal and Transkei, which led to isiZulu and isiXhosa being taught in school. That also came with being dominated by other cultures. But there are players in the local cultural tourism sector who aim to revive and teach what was almost lost.
Up next, we'll learn how to make some candles with Soweto-born entrepreneur. The evolution of candle making spans over centuries, with the first experiments ranging from the whale fat, tallows, and later using beeswax. Though the ingredients have since become simplified and made into what's currently known as candle wax, the artistic has evolved to various looks that are more pleasing to the eye. One young candle maker has joined the multi-generational business of candle making at just 22 years old.
How it all started was when I graduated. I studied psychology at Nelson Mandela University. When I graduated, I came back home this side, and I sat home for about 2-3 months without getting any employment in the field that I studied. So I had to just go out there and start anything, get employment, basically put my degree aside. Then luckily, fortunately, I found a candle company and I started working there, and for 4 months I was there, and then after 4 months I just decided to leave and start my own.
In order to know the man behind the light candle a bit better, we got a crash course in candle making.
The first process is there's solid wax in there. That's a melting tank. Once it melts the wax, we take it out of this thingy pipe into the pot. So from the pot, that's where we decide what color we want to do. So after you check the temperature, you then put in your dye. Here we're gonna put yellow dye because we're trying to make yellow candles. Yes. So each and every dye has its own measurements. Yeah, this happens to be more because yellow is a light color. So you need to put more of that. That's why color candles are more expensive than the white. So here I'm gonna pour this into that because it's the only way we can pour it. Yeah, okay. You can't take the whole pot. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is switch on the cooling tower. The cooling tower makes the candles solidify faster. Oh, yeah. So these, we call them wick. So others may know it as thread or string. It's connected to the candles, So this thing goes under this thing into the machine and comes out like this. This is the wick. So when the candles come out, they're already wicked. Yeah, same as these ones. Then from here, we just need to separate these candles from these candles. Yeah, and we use a certain type of instruments to cut through. So now that it's hard, we have to remove this outer part so we can put in the next batch. I'm gonna put these in a plastic because I'm gonna remelt them to make another batch. Oh. Yeah, there's no waste. No waste. There's no waste in the candle business. So this as well. Recycle. Yeah. We're done completing the whole process of making a candle.
160 candles done by yours truly. I can safely say that I am a candle maker.
What makes my business unique? Everything, from the customer service. Every time I speak to customers, they come back with excellent service, and they do rate my service on Google 5-star. So if you check Google, there's a lot of 5 stars there. Some people even post for free. I've had influencers, and not influencers per se, but people with a huge following who love the service, who love the products, that they post it for free, and then people it's a form of advertising in a way, marketing. Yeah.
This colorful creation holds significant meaning.
Each color has its own meaning, but these are mainly from Google and what I've gathered from my customers when they come in and I ask more about them. Like gold, for instance, is to attract wealth, success, confidence, prosperity. If you're looking for a job, pray using gold. Anything that will benefit you financially, people usually pray with the color gold. For instance, another one is yellow, is to like attract positivity, inspiration, creativity, you know, anything that has to do with art or just peace. Yeah, literally. Yeah, I'm shipping to provinces every week, you know, and my plan is within the next 5 years we should have at least a branch in each and every province. That's just in the 5 years, and then beyond that we've shipped to Swaziland. We have another Nigerian company that's we're speaking to, so it's bright, man. I can't even fathom how big we're about to get, but yeah.
And that's how we end things this week. If you want to follow us, it's at Trendz on SABC, both Twitter and Instagram. Hashtag stop the spread of COVID-19 and hashtag stop the third wave. Stay safe.